You need more advice. You need opinions from people that don't know you. It's not personal, right? If that's you, just go ahead, hit us up at thebertshow.com. Kaylee here, our producer, is struggling with to knock or not to knock.
That is the question.
That is the question.
Yes, it's an old question. One must ask themselves. So I was in my hood the other day. I was in the cul-de-sac, walking to get the mail, and I see these 3 kids walk out from behind my neighbor's house. Kids I'd never seen before. Hoodlums. They looked like hoodlums.
Okay, when you say kids, how old are we talking about here?
They had facial hair.
Oh, okay.
You sure they were kids?
I mean, they were younger than me, but
okay.
They were little punks, is what they were.
How do you know this?
They were just walking.
How do you know? Maybe they were straight A students, man.
Yeah, this one kid, the driver with his Camaro mullet, looked like Anyway,
I think we need to rename him Pappy.
Is there anybody listening right now that had a mullet in high school and had straight A's? 1-855. All right.
What a specific ask.
Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, right. So 3 kids walking. Never seen them before. Walking out from behind my neighbor's house. Now, behind my neighbor's house is a Christian school that has like a big soccer field.
Okay.
Okay. They didn't look like soccer players. They walked. They came out.
You're
and
making a lot of judgments
so
here,
really
Reggie.
is.
So judgy, right?
Like, what's becoming of me?
Soccer players don't have mullets. Okay, I'm going to Google that right now.
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
All right, if you're a soccer player and you have a mullet, 1-855-BERT-SHOW.
Well, anyway, I believe it's a women's soccer team, too. So they get into this car, which I've never seen, which is parked in my cul-de-sac. And I'm like, man, that's weird. I've never seen these guys before using my cul-de-sac and cutting through.
It's your cul-de-sac.
Get off my lawn. It is my cul-de-sac.
Mullet cut hoodlums.
No,
yeah.
but I do appreciate, like, you're looking out for a neighbor's property, and if you see strangers walking out from behind your neighbor's house, that's going to be concerning, especially if you've never seen them in the neighborhood before. Now, you are you are making some very sweeping judgments here. You are the definition of judging a book by its cover right now.
Absolutely, because I was that kid. Probably coming out from, so which makes it even worse.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was me. Like,
You're the Spider-Man
Okay, so I
meme.
let it go. I watch him drive off with his mullet, dangling in the wind. And 3 or 4 hours later, they come back. They park. They walk back through my neighbor's property to go to the soccer fields. Now, at this point, I get my wife, Erin. I'm like, hey, I seen this car. This is the second time today. They're using our cul-de-sac to cut through to the school. I'm like, she's like, I'm going to go watch. I'm going to go watch what they do. So she kind of walks down the street and she's watching them.
You let
All of a
your
sudden-
wife go investigate?
Well, I was sitting there because I was like,
Go get him, Aaron.
yeah. I was like, should I call the cops? I was like, yeah. I was like, should I call the cops? She's like, I don't know. Do what you want. So she goes and investigates. I'm like by the window watching.
Just making sure that
Yeah.
she's
I
got your back, honey.
Inside.
I got my-
Double locks the door.
Baby, I've already dialed 911. If anything happens, all I got to do is hit one more one.
and send.
I got your back. I got you.
So she calls me and she's like, they're definitely smoking weed. She sees plumes of smoke just coming up from the soccer fields.
Okay.
Which, there again, I was that guy.
Right.
Who knows, on the right day, I still might be that guy.
I was that guy.
It was Tommy.
Right.
We just figured out.
This isn't a mullet.
But here's the thing. It's like, I don't care if you smoke. But don't use my cul-de-sac to park.
You're such a pappy right now.
I really am. I don't know what's happening to me, okay?
So these kids are just looking for an isolated place somewhere where they can smoke and not get
Puff the
busted.
Magic Dragon, that's right.
So they're going through your neighbor's yard near the church fields to go ahead and smoke weed.
But they're parking in my cul-de-sac.
I cannot with you.
No, I play ball with my kid out front. I don't want these hoodlums with mullets coming and parking and walking through to.
Yeah, my guess is your kids already know that smell pretty well.
Okay, so instead of
I just say I've got bad gas.
It's a skunk. Again, that damn skunk is back.
So what is your question?
So I was just like, I had my finger on the trigger of the phone. I was ready to call the cops. And then I'm like, I don't want to be that guy calling the cops and getting this kid in trouble. Because if you get caught on school property, that's even a bigger deal.
Yeah.
So I decided to narc in a different way.
So you went out there and smoked with him.
Yeah. That's why he's mad. They didn't invite him.
talking to.
So I decided to narc in a slightly more passive-aggressive way.
What'd you do?
I took a picture of the car's license plate and I posted it on our Facebook, our neighborhood Facebook, and I said, does anybody know whose car this is?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that, all the people in our neighborhood are on it. And the mom of the kid,
Oh, no.
responded like, that's
Okay.
my son's new car. And I was like, oh, okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Now you're the punk.
Way-
You punked out.
Way to take
Now
care
he
of this.
knows it's me. Now he knows it's me, the narc.
Okay, question: if these are kids, and I'm not a huge fan of confrontation. I'm not, and I know confrontation can get you in some serious trouble these days because people are just flying off the handle and doing
Right.
crazy stuff. But if these are like teenagers
With mullets.
with mullets, hoodlum teenagers with mullets, did you ever think of when they came back out to the car because you're watching it, going up to them and being like, "Hey, man, you can't park here and do this anymore."
I thought about it.
Look, I mean,
Instead, he told his mom.
if you got three,
Tattled to his mom.
if you got
I
three
know.
kids in the back of a house that you know are smoking weed, chances are pretty good they're not going to be aggressive towards you
Yeah.
when you confront them.
And that's
Right.
my thing is like, why wouldn't you just be like, "Yo, man, can't do this here."
Yeah. Just come bearing gifts like Cheetos
Yeah.
or Bugles or something. and be like,
Funyuns, one for you, sir.
this is
send
my
your wife.
sacrifice. Stop
Yeah.
parking here.
What's that?
Send your wife.
Apparently.
Yeah, send your
So you'll be safe.
yeah, right.
I just wasn't in the mood for a
Sure.
confrontation.
All right.
Okay,
well,
so now the mom knows, and you literally have just left it in the air, like it's just there, stinking up Facebook.
Have you seen the car since?
No.
Okay.
I have not.
It's handled.
Yeah.
Between
now.
your Facebook post and Aaron, the neighborhood is safe.
But now I'm scared that I might get shanked by a hoodlum with a mullet.
A joint in one hand and a shank in the other. Okay.
We don't usually shank.
The Bert Show.